Ladies and gentlemen, the Pleb is back. In this report, we got to talk about Pierre Poilievre's latest video, which is an 11-minute roast, an 11-minute absolute shredding of the liberals, which feels like a rapper putting out a diss track. Now, I didn't watch this video yet, so we'll watch it together for the first time, but I read some of the comments and they have been very positive. So you won't want to miss this report. Stick around. Before we start this report, if you're not subscribed and liberals absolutely annoy you, smash the subscribe button because you found a new home. Well, folks, after a rough year for Justin Trudeau, you didn't think things could actually get any worse, but oh boy, did they ever. Now, we have been covering the demise of Trudeau and the liberals on this channel for the last 2 years, and well, folks, I think we finally hit rock bottom as Justin Trudeau is now projected to win 6 seats in the next election. Yup, to go from 160 seats in Parliament all the way down to 6. It cannot get any worse for Trudeau and the Liberals. Now, one of the main reasons that Trudeau is projected to win only 6 seats in the next election is because, well, they are absolute lunatics. Trudeau and the Liberals went woke, and the whole country went broke. And now with the Liberals down and clearly at rock bottom, Pierre Poilievre is not taking his foot off the brakes and put out a hilarious movie called Wackos, which perfectly describes why Trudeau is projected to win 6 seats. Let's watch. All right, I'm expecting gold here because based on the comments, this video is a masterpiece. So let's see if the hype is real. I love the opening music.
I vote for the motion.
Mr. Trudeau, for.
There seems to be an overabundance of wacko events in Canada these days, but who's behind them?
Does capitalist democracy still work? That's the question being posed around kitchen tables.
But what exactly is a wacko? Is there an accepted general definition? According to vocabulary.com, a wacko is a person who is eccentric or mad. Merriam-Webster equates wacko with psycho. Dictionary.com says a wacko is a strange or odd person.
It's got a point.
There's probably nothing to fear from most wackos. They often serve as an odd form of entertainment. But what happens if they get into positions of power? What happens if they run a government?
Uh-oh.
But is the Liberal government of Canada really comprised of wackos? Let's start with their leader, Justin Trudeau. He invented a new economic doctrine.
They're narrating this like a nature documentary, which is funny.
Wackonomics. The first rule of Wackonomics: no math allowed.
The economy is not numbers. The economy is people.
Rent is a number.
He's dumb.
Gas, food, and home prices are numbers. Before Wackonomics, humanity was stuck with old-fashioned equation. Numbers equals prices equals what people pay. Pythagoras said, numbers rule the universe, but not to worry. Wackonomics overturns the numbers.
I have an inability
Here we go.
to handle small numbers and little calculations.
You'll forgive me if I don't think about monetary policy.
We're focused on Canadians. I'll let the bankers worry about the economy.
But if you use your credit card to go back to school, or if you use your credit card, you go into debt to build an expansion on your house, that is how you grow a strong economy.
And if you don't like the high taxes and inflation, you just need to get with the vibes.
A lot of economists have been talking about the vibe session.
And maybe don't forget to say a little prayer.
What do you make of that, Krista?
Well, I would say amen to raising taxes.
If that doesn't work, here's Freeland's financial advice to pay your bills.
Canadian families are looking really closely at all of their expenses. Let's cut that Disney Plus subscription.
Okay, this video is a trolling masterpiece for the record. This is pure trolling. We're like 3 minutes in, pure trolling. Hilarious.
And the budget will balance itself.
Then there is the vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Maternal love is the love that's going to change the
People
future
kind.
of mankind.
We
So
like
we'd
to-
like you to look
we like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
Trudeau even reinvented the future of quantum mechanics with his own cerebral thoughts.
We have to rethink elements as basic as space and time.
In this wacko world, attempting to ban things has become second nature. Here are a few things wackos want to ban: gas-powered cars, plastic straws, and hunting rifles.
There are some guns, yes, that we're going to have to take away from people who were using them to hunt.
The good news is, wackos like Trudeau have no problem legalizing hard drugs. They will even make the taxpayer buy opioids for you.
We've also ensured a better supply of artificial opiates.
But remember, people, if you're going to snort hard drugs, do it in a sustainable way without a plastic straw. So how do these wackos look at the rest of the world? What do they really admire?
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China, because their basic dictatorship.
In exchange for his admiration, Beijing's dictatorship gave Trudeau an endearing nickname.
We're quite proud the Prime Minister has been given a fond nickname in China. He is called Tudo, which I believe means potato, and I can't say the Chinese word, it's Xian Tudo, little potato, because his father, Pierre Tudo, was senior potato.
Back at home, it takes a team to make a wacko world. Trudeau's closest ally, Chrystia Freeland, knows the struggle of commoners who drive to work every day.
A fact that still shocks my dad is I don't actually own a car. Because I live in downtown Toronto. I'm like, 300 meters from the nearest subway. I walk, I take the subway.
While driving around in rural Alberta last week, Chrystia Freeland was pulled over for speeding.
Oh, you remember that? Yeah. We remember that video? She was like doing 160. I covered it on this channel.
What shocks my dad is I don't actually own a car because I live in downtown Toronto.
Then there's Carolyn Bennett, Trudeau's former health minister, who was the leading architect of creating government-funded opioid programs for addicts.
Did they seriously use the Breaking Bad theme song here?
This is the person Trudeau had running our healthcare program.
So just stop it and save lives!
Now the job goes to this wacko, Mark Holland. It's not unusual for him to get pissed off and go on wacko tirades.
I have spent my entire life, as you have, fighting for the good in this world. And for you to accuse a good person of not caring about human life, shame on you.
But good thing he knows how to let out all that energy.
I was the first health minister, probably the first member of parliament, who talked about the importance of pleasure in sex. What does it mean if sex isn't affirming of who you are and isn't pleasurable if you don't have that as a family value?
This is a man who really knows how to communicate with people.
The fact that we can't talk about our elbows and knees the same way we talk about our penises and vaginas is terrible.
Still, with all the love and sex and body parts, there are built-up terrible memories of road trips.
You can take a summer fun time vacation where you're locked in a car for 10 consecutive days, nonstop with no bathroom breaks, and the Conservatives have a plan for you to have that summertime fun. And the cost? Give up the future of the planet, right? Don't worry, kids, about climate change. Don't worry about taking action on the planet. Enjoy your 10 hours in the car and let the planet burn.
And guess who flew to Paris this summer to see the Olympics?
You know, I had an opportunity for my mom's 80th birthday to be away and be in the Olympics.
Speaking of environmental hypocrisy, Trudeau's former Minister of Climate Change, Catherine McKenna, mastered the art of deceptive politics.
Some real advice. I said that if you actually say it louder, we've learned in the House of Commons, if you repeat it, if you say it louder, if that is your talking point, people will totally believe it.
Exactly.
People will totally believe it.
This wacko even said that being opposed to Trudeau's carbon tax makes you an arsonist. When she left, a new wacko replaced her. The current Minister of Climate Change, Stephen Guilbeault, has always been a lifelong Liberal.
Greenpeace is climbing the world's tallest building today to tell the world not to be fooled by the Liberal government.
Wait, no, I mean socialist.
I'm a Liberal and a proud socialist, Mr. Speaker.
Stephen Guilbeault spent part of his adult life as a radical environmental activist known for engaging in high-profile stunts that led to multiple arrests. By his early 30s, Guilbeault had climbed the CN Tower to protest against Liberal environmental policies and scaled the roof of the Premier of Alberta's residence. Today, he remains an avid eco-maniac.
As you know in life, the only two guarantees are taxes and death.
Who has promised to end all road building in Canada. Safe to say, this wacko has earned his boss's respect.
I have tremendous faith and confidence in my environment minister.
Next, we have Seamus O'Regan. He's one of Trudeau's closest confidants.
Man, this video is, man, this video really is as good as people were saying it is. This is it's a masterclass in trolling. Whoever edited this, bravo.
I wouldn't be doing this unless I felt I could do something.
When Canadians were worried about paying higher taxes for home heating during winter, he had this to say.
I am sick and tired of people talking about the cold winter and what we're doing.
Trudeau Liberals are also sick and tired of free speech. Trudeau's Justice Minister, Arif Virani, introduced censorship, Bill C-63. If it becomes law, they will arrest you for future crimes.
You're so crazy.
Even famous Liberal author Margaret Atwood called Trudeau's censorship laws creeping totalitarianism. Arresting someone for saying the wrong thing, that is wacko. Arresting them for something they have not yet even said, that is wacko on steroids. Have dinner plans. With food prices up 37% faster in Canada than in the US, and the quadrupling carbon tax set to raise them higher, wackos have ordered up a meal for you. Crickets. Trudeau gave 9 million of your tax dollars to a company that is building the world's largest edible cricket factory. The company is...
So now you guys know why I have the bag of crickets in my usual studio back home. That's why I leave the crickets back there. It's a reminder of how insane these Liberals are.
...is now firing workers and losing your money. As to where your tax dollars went, well, crickets. How do all these wackos end up in one government?
And a Liberal member of Parliament was caught without clothes during the virtual House of Commons.
They share a common need for validation from their leader, Justin Trudeau, the so-called patriarch of wackos. It's a classic case of birds of a feather flock together. As an adult, Trudeau dressed in blackface so many times he lost count. At 29, while he was a teacher and yearbook instructor, Trudeau made sure his blackface photos were included in the school yearbook. These actions suggest a lack of awareness or concern for incompetence that is a trait seemingly reflected in his leadership and the decisions of all the wackos around him. With these people in power, anything is possible. And so, the saga continues, with a wacko government that mirrors the eccentricities of its leader as Trudeau attempts to hold on to power. The most outrageous moment for these wackos may still be on the horizon.
Whack flick. Directed by the other Randy, man. The trolling in this video is so good. Arrive scam. In partnership with Jagmeet. Wow. Bravo. Whoever made this video deserves the Order of Canada. In my opinion, this is a masterpiece of trolling, of political attack ads. What a perfect way to make the Trudeau government look incredibly stupid in under 12 minutes. Bravo to the team who made this video. So yes, folks, when I opened today's video saying that Trudeau is projected to win 6 seats in the next election and lose party status, this video that Pierre Poilievre just showed is the exact reason why. Anyways, folks, we'll wrap this video up, but I want you to tell me in the comments down below, what was your favorite part of this Wackos movie that Pierre Poilievre put out? Which part made you laugh the most? I read all the comments, so drop a comment down below. All right, folks, happy New Year's to everyone. Thank you for supporting me this year. I love you all. And if you want to keep supporting me, like, share, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. My name is the Pleb, and I'll see you at the next report. Peace.